WNBC TV, New York.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Aces are high, deuces are low. If you call them wrong, away you'll go on Card Shark. And here's the host of Card Shark, Jim Perry.
Thank you. Welcome to Card Shark. Nice to have you here. Thank you so much. You're very kind. And thank you for joining us at home. A nice switch on an opening poem sent in by Mrs. Culver Cole of Garfield, Arizona. Thank you, Mrs. Cole. Now let's open the board and get to the cards. And ladies, if you will, load in the cards. We have a game in progress with these Card Sharks. Hello, Ken. Hello, Shark Champion. Very dapper and mauve there today.
Thank you.
Won't you tell us again about yourself?
Well, I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee, and I came to California on a vacation. I just never quite made it back.
Isn't that nice?
I'm living in Marina Del Rey right now, where I'm an independent advertising contractor.
Good. And you have won $1,200 in cash here on Card Sharks. Doing very well. Our challenger, Joy Lottie. Hi, Joy.
Hey, Jim. How are you?
I'm fine. Won't you again remind us about yourself?
Okay, my name is Joy Lottie. I'm originally from South Bend, Indiana. I've been in Los Angeles a little over 2 years. I have a 10-month-old baby, and I married my high school sweetheart.
Do you root for Notre Dame being from South Bend?
Of course, they're going to beat USC.
Everybody.
They are.
How to make friends in Southern California,
right,
Joy.
Right.
Good luck to both of you.
Thank you.
Each player has a deck of 52 playing cards. The cards are shuffled. The players cut the cards before we go on the air. The upper cards, the red cards, will be played by the champion, Ken. The lower cards, the blue cards, will be played by the challenger, Joy. And, of course, Joy has 2 cards uncovered already. We play the best 2 out of 3, and game 1 went to the challenger. So the pressure is on the champion. Ken needs this game. As we left off, Joy, the question goes to you. We asked 100 garbage men, who takes out the trash at your home, you or your wife? How many garbage men said they take out the trash?
Well, I think after 5 days of taking out other people's garbage, they don't want to even see any more garbage. And my husband isn't a garbage man. He doesn't like taking out the garbage. So I would say that would be kind of in the middle, because the wife may want them to. I'd say about 45.
45 garbage men go home and take out their own garbage, Ken.
I think taking out the trash is still the man's job primarily, so I'm going to say it's higher than that.
Say higher. Well, if it is higher, you'll go to the board first, Ken. If not, it'll be Joy. And the actual number of garbage men who can't take their mind off business and take out their own trash is 84, Ken. It is higher, yes. And in a game you need, Ken, you're starting with a jack. Do you want it?
I'm going to keep that card, Jim, and I'm going to say the next one is lower.
Lower than a jack. Yes, with a 4.
Going to go on, say the next one's higher.
Higher than a 4. Oh, no, it's a 3. And you lose both cards back to the base card. A chance for Joy to play off the 7. You didn't win the question. You can't change it.
Yeah, I'll say higher, Jim.
Higher than a 7. With an ace. Very much higher.
Lower. It's going to be lower, Jim.
It is a 10.
I'll freeze on the 10.
Freezing it. Joy needs 1 card for the championship and a crack at the money cards. Ken, as we fill in the spaces, our man on the street went to Spain, where he asked 100 men in Madrid, if your 16-year-old daughter was going on a date, would you insist on a chaperone? How many Spanish men said they would insist on a chaperone?
Oh, I don't know. I think times have changed pretty much around the world. I'm going to say that's probably not too high. I'll say 36.
36 Spanish men would insist.
You saying would want to have a chaperone?
Sorry, Joy?
They'd want to have a chaperone for
Yes. How many Spanish men said they would insist on a chaperone?
I agree with him. I think times have changed around the world, but I would say lower.
Lower than 36. The actual number of Spanish men who would insist their 16-year-old daughter be accompanied by a chaperone is 41. It's not lower. Ken, we're looking at a jack. You won the question. You have the right to change it whenever you do.
I'm going to keep that jack, and I'm going to say the next one's lower.
Lower than a jack. And this time it is with a 2.
I'm going to say the next one's higher.
Higher than a 2. Yes, with a 7.
I'm going to freeze right there.
You'll freeze it. Ken needs 2 cards. Joy needs 1. We're at sudden death. Someone has to win with this play of the cards. Joy, we asked 100 dentists. When you first meet a pretty girl, is the first thing you look at her teeth? How many dentists said the first thing they look at is her teeth?
Well, I think that they know they're going to eventually get to their teeth, so I think they don't look at those
That's
first.
their aim in life, huh,
Yeah,
Joy?
right.
Yes.
You saying how many look at the teeth
Yes,
first?
how many? The first thing they look at is the teeth.
Oh, no. I would say only about 25. They look
25
at other
dentists
things first, Jim.
First look at the teeth, Ken.
I don't know. I think people tend to look at things through a perspective, and I'm going to say it's probably going to be higher than that.
Higher than that. The actual number of dedicated dentists who, when they first meet a pretty girl, look at her teeth is 22, and it is not higher. 22, no. And it is Joy, I believe, who won that question, right? Yes, they flashed the other one, but it is Joy. And Joy, you have a 10. Remember, you need 1 card to win. Ken needs 2 cards to win. Your decision. Play it or pass it?
I'm going to play it. I'm going to change the card, though.
You'll change the 10
I'm gonna
and
play
try to
it.
do it yourself. You must play this one, a
Ooh.
9. Big call, Joy. What is this card?
I'm going to say lower, Jim.
If this is lower, you are the new champion. If not, Ken wins it and ties up the match for the win. Joy is the new champion. Congratulations, Joy.
Thank you, Jim.
And Ken, you're leaving us with $1,200. You're a fine champion. Thank you, Ken. Ken Loach. Joy, come on down here. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Joy's going to go for the money cards for the big money right after this commercial break, so don't go away. Good win.
Cook at life, do everything that makes your living nice. Cook at life, and everybody wants a little life. Oh yeah, cook at life, 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 do everything that makes your living nice.
Joy Lottie, our new champion. That's right. You don't have your little blue card anymore. Now you've got the red one.
Red one, right,
What do you mean the $200 you won is your Vegas money?
Well, I told my husband that if I won money, I was going to Vegas and try to double it.
Oh. Well, let's see if we can win a heck of a lot, and then I defy you to double it. Let's get to the money cards. Come on, Joy. Pop one up there. And that $200 is yours. You can take it wherever you'd like. That's yours to keep.
Thank
With
you.
a brand new deck of cards, all shuffled and cut, we're going to give you new money to play with. You'll bet that money. Starting on the bottom line, we'll give you $200 in these 3 cards. Move up to the second level, we add another $200 of betting money. We give you 3 more cards. Remember, your minimum bets are $50 until you get to the top card, the big bet, where you must bet at least half the money. Come on, Joy, here's $200. We're with you.
Thank you.
Remember, you start with a choice of 2 base cards. When you move up to the second level, you can again change your base card, and you can change it before that big bet. We want to give you every opportunity to win. Starting with a king.
Good
Great
card, Jim. Good card. I'm going to bet the whole thing that it's going to be lower.
Right away, everything.
The whole thing.
$200 lower than a king. Yes, with a jack.
Good card.
Doubling
Good
it to
card. But
400.
not as good as the king. I'll say 300 lower.
Ooh, still a big bet, though.
300
$300 lower than a jack.
Oh, no. That's okay.
It's
That's
an
okay.
ace. You're down to 100, but up comes the great ace where we give you the other $200 in betting money. Joy, you're back in. Oh, excuse me. Bring it down. That's right. You lost. My goodness, I'm taking one away from you, Joy.
Well, I'm
I thought you busted. You didn't bust. You got another card here.
I'm going
Thank
to
you very
bet that
much.
whole 100 you tried to take away from me on the ace, and I'm going to say lower.
I wouldn't take it away from you.
Lower, Jim.
Lower than an ace, and you're right with a 7.
Good, good.
I was thinking you bet everything on that card, and that's terrible. Up
Trying
goes
to
the
take my
7.
Vegas
Now we'll
money
give you the
away.
200.
Oh.
With 400, you want to change that 7 or play it?
Take it, take it. I don't want the 7. I don't like
Here's
it.
the next card off the top of the deck. Let's see another ace.
Oh,
Oh, 3.
Good
That's not too
card.
bad.
Good card, Jim. I'm going to bet all of it. All 400 that it's higher than
We're
the
with
3.
you. $400. Higher than a 3.
Oh, no.
Those cards, and this time, unfortunately, Joy, I know there's nothing else we can
Oh,
do. That's
well.
it. Well, but you're still the champion.
Right.
And maybe you get a chance to do it again.
Oh.
Come on down here. I think I was being prophetic. That's terrible.
Did you put a hex on me, Jim?
We'll meet a new challenger, and Joy will defend the title right after this commercial break. Well, you gotta go with the 3, though.
Match game.
Hollywood Squares.
Oh,
wait, what?
Hey, watch it. Match game.
And Hollywood Squares.
2 great games.
That game great together.
We're off and running.
The Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. Tonight at 10.
We make the...
Hey, the sun's gonna shine all day. Did you hear what the weatherman say? It's time for a Coke, it ain't no joke. The sun's gonna shine all day.
Is it hot where you are? It's cool where we are. Ice cold Coca-Cola.
Coke as life, Coca-Cola as life.
You're on Card Sharks. Tom Oswald. Hello, Tom. Welcome. Nice to meet you. You got a firm handshake. You almost pulled me over there, Tom. My goodness. Tell us about yourself.
My name is Tom Oswald. I was born and raised on Long Island, New York. I've lived in Minnesota, Illinois. I'm presently a special agent with the FBI in Los Angeles.
I did pay that tax bill, Tom.
That's good. I looked into it before I came.
It must be very interesting work.
It is very interesting. I love the job.
Good to have you here with us, Tom.
Thank you.
You'll play the lower cards, the blue cards. Joy, the champion, the upper cards, the red cards. And Joy, we asked 100... Oh, Tom may know something about this. We asked 100 Mississippi State Troopers. Who wears the pants in your family, you or your wife? How many state troopers said their wife wears the pants in the family?
Oh, wow. If the wife does, I don't know if the macho state troopers would say they did. I don't think that number would be very high. I would say maybe about 40.
40 state troopers, their wife wears the pants in the family.
Those state troopers are tough dudes. And I think that they're wearing the pants in the family, although today, these days, it could be the woman. I'm going to say it's lower.
Lower.
Has to be lower.
The actual number of Mississippi State Troopers who said their wife wears the pants of the family is 6. Very much lower. Tom.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Tom, your base card is an 8.
Not good enough, Jim. Let's change that, please.
Okay. You won the question. You have the right to change it to a jack.
I'll take that. Next card will be lower.
Lower than a jack. Yes, with a 9.
I feel lucky, Jim. I'm going to try it. Next card will be lower.
I'm going to risk that one and this one lower than a 9, and he's right with a 6.
Freeze it up right there.
Freezing it. Tom needs just 2 cards, and that keeps Joy away from her cards. Tom, the question to you. We asked 100 housewives, if you were alone and a handsome stranger came to your door and said he was having car trouble, would you let him in the house to use your telephone? How many housewives said they would let the stranger in?
I've given strict instructions to my wife that that's nix. She never to do that, and I think most husbands feel the same way. I think it'd be very low. I think the wife would probably go make the call for the person that had the car trouble. I'd say it's probably going to be about 16 would let the
16 would let the handsome stranger in.
I know I wouldn't, Jim. The way things are today, it's pretty bad. I would go ahead and make the call for them. I'm going to say it's even lower than that.
Even lower than that?
Yeah, I'm going to say lower than that.
Neither one of you have a lot of faith in people knocking on the door, huh? The actual number of housewives who would let a stranger in the house to use the telephone is 29, and it is not lower. Tom. Well, there's a lot of people with more faith than we thought. Tom,
Okay.
you've got a 6. Do you want
I don't
it?
like the 6. I'll change that 6, please.
Changing the 6 to a king. Good change.
There it is. Next card's got to be lower, Jim.
Lower
Gotta
than
be
a
lower.
king. It is a 2.
Go all the way and make it higher.
For the first
Higher,
game of the
Jim.
match, higher than a 2. Yes, with a queen. Tom wins it. Game 1 and $100. And Janice, if you'll set up for game 2, please. Well, Tom went at that confidently and took it. Joy?
I sure did.
You're not losing confidence, are you?
No, I'm
That's
not,
the way.
not losing confidence.
Same 2 decks of cards. These are the next cards off the top of the deck. Question to you, Joy.
Okay.
We asked 100 newlywed women. These are all women who have been married less than 6 months. Has your husband ever seen you in curlers? How many newlywed women married less than 6 months said, yes, their husband has seen them in curlers?
Oh, I think so. I think if a man loves you, he'll look at you any way you look. And I think he knows that after the curlers come out, you're going to be beautiful. So,
You have a romantic view of things,
right.
Joy.
I would say 63.
63.
Oh.
Has seen them with curlers.
I've got to disagree with Joy. Husbands see their wives in a lot of things worse than curlers. I'm going to say it's a lot higher than 63.
Even higher than that.
Higher than 63.
Even being married just 6 months. Well, let's find out. The actual number of newlywed women who said their husband has seen them in curlers is 63. Right on the button, Joy. Right smack on it. Wow. And Joy, your base card is a jack.
That's okay, Jim. I'll keep that card, and I'll go lower.
Lower than a jack. Yes, with a
Good.
5.
I'll go higher, Jim.
Risking that one and this one higher. Yes, an ace.
Good card. I'll go lower, Jim.
Lower than an ace. It is another
Good,
5.
Jim. I'll go higher.
You're going to risk them all to tie up the match higher than a 5. Yes, she can tie it up quickly. Wow.
That's wonderful.
And we'll set up for sudden death. Sensational comeback. And we are tied at 1-1, each player with 1 game and $100. And we will set up with just 3 cards up here, 3 questions here. Question to you, Tom. We asked 100 married women. Does your husband ever take your last bite of food without asking? How many women said their husband does take their last bite of food?
I think that would be a fairly rude thing to do, even if it was your wife. I'm going to say probably 34.
34. Take the last bite of food, Joy.
That it is a rude thing, and I would get angry if my husband did it to me, my last bite, without asking. I'm going to say it's lower, Jim.
Lower than that.
Yeah.
The actual number of women who said their husband takes their last bite of food is 30. It's lower, Joy. You get control of the board. And with just 3 cards, that's most important. Joy, you're starting with a big ace.
Great. Lower, Jim. Lower.
Lower than ace. Yes, king. For the championship, lower. Pull it out with 2 wins. Wow, great comeback.
Oh, thank you.
Tom, thank you for joining us. Good night.
My pleasure.
Nice meeting you.
Okay.
Tom Oswald, thank you, Tom. Come on, Joy. Congratulations, great comeback.
Thank you.
Now let's top it off with a lot of money. Up
Okay,
there.
I will this time.
And that'll be coming up right after this commercial break. 2 in a row like that with 2
Next on the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, it's tic-tac-toes with X's and O's. Then on Concentration, contestants solve puzzles for big payouts. Stay tuned.
Give me a smile with everything on it, and I'll pass it on. So give me a Coke when you smile, and I promise to pass it along. I'm gonna pass it along. The world needs a break when it's tired and thirsty. Coke and a smile is how it should be. Coke and side, Coca-Cola adds.
Listen, before you get over there, I know I really shouldn't say that. I mean, I can't say that that's a group from Pacific High School and the Gar High School Band are with us here today. I can't say that. Let's get to the money card. Come on, John. Okay, Joy, you know how we do it. You've got $400. Yours to keep. New money, and this time, let's really clean it up with the money card.
I'm gonna try,
They're
Jim.
all shuffled and cut. Janice will deal them out, if you will. 7 cards to work with there. A lot of money. If you can double them all the way up, it's $28,800. It has been done before, and I'd love to see you do it, Joy. Of course, you'd go to Las Vegas and bet double again,
Right,
wouldn't you?
I come
Yeah.
home with 56,000.
That's the way to feel. Okay, here's $200 of betting money, and we'll start you off, I hope, with a good base card. Joy, you're starting with a 7.
Oh, no, I don't want it. Take it away.
Okay, you can change it,
away.
but you've got to play this one, which is a 3.
Good card. Good card. I'm going to say all of it, Jim, higher.
Whole thing, $200,
whole thing.
higher than a 3. Yes, with a
Good
6.
card. Good card, Jim. 6 is a little, I'm going to say $200 higher.
Betting half of it on a 6. She's a gambler, $200, higher than a 6. No, it's another 3. Down to $200 with a 3.
Okay, that's okay. I'm going to bet 200 higher than the 3.
Let's see if we can double it. Higher than a 3. Yes, with a
Good
jack.
card. Good card.
$400 and up goes the jack. We give you the other $200 of betting money. Joy, you're up to $600. Do you want the jack?
I'm going to keep it, Jim. And I'm going to say, there are not many face cards out. I'm going to say 300 lower.
Half of it again. $300 lower than a jack. It is a 4. $904.
Good card. I'm still a little shaky about my luck. I have had bad luck. I will say $400 higher.
$400. Higher than a 4. Oh, no, it's another 4. Down to 500, but still 2 cards to go, Joy.
I'm going to say 300 higher.
Your luck has got to change.
It's got to change. $300 higher.
Higher than a 4. Yes! That's going to make a change.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Up goes the ace.
I'm going to keep it. I'm going to say all of it lower.
You had to think about it for a moment.
All of it lower,
All or
Jim.
nothing. Nothing or $1,600. Lower than an ace. Now with the money you won in the game, you're up to $2,000, Joy.
I don't believe it, Jim. I don't believe it. Oh, that's
Well, her luck has changed. If she can keep it up, we'll find out right after this when we get a new challenger. And a quick comeback.
I'd like to get to know ya, have a chance to show ya, round for just a while. Take you to the places, meet some brand new faces, share a Coke and make you smile. I couldn't help but notice, in my heart I know this could be something good. Can't we talk it over, lunch and Coca-Cola? I really kinda think we should. Go walking, talking, dance through the night. The taste of Coke helps make it right. Coke has life, and when you see me in the town, it's really nice to get to know ya. Over Coca-Cola, life is looking good. Coca-Cola, Coke has life, and when you see me in the town, it's really nice to get to know ya. Over Coca-Cola, life.
Good day.
A representative of the studio audience will receive Leonard Silver's 5-piece tea and coffee set and heavy silver plate. Includes tray, coffee and teapot, sugar and creamer. All furnished by the Leonard Silver Manufacturing Company. And some of our contestants will receive True Test Easy Care Latex Flat Enamel. Combines the flat finish of latex with the scrubbability of enamel. Exclusively from True Value Hardware stores. And American Tourister Strong Lightweight Luggage. The prettiest piece of protection your clothes will ever get. You travel first class with American Tourister. And High Karate, irresistible aftershave cologne, handsome travel kits, and many other gift combinations. High Karate for the men in your life. And Prince Gardner matching leather accessories, smartly styled for fashion-conscious men or women. A perfect gift, a fine name, Prince Gardner. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.